All right. You ready to put some things into practice? Because today I'm actually going to create the actual pay portal, pay site for this series. Um, this is the part where, of course, wherever you house your digital IP is where you should house it. I have several places. Automate Your Hustle, my CRM, is one of those primary hubs. But today, I'm actually going to make this, since the YouTube version of it is already super free, I'm going to put it into my school community, which is also free. And it's going to have a minimal cost associated because I am about to layer it with worksheets, prompts, and things like that. So you could watch the YouTube and just get information, or you can actually activate this information and get a link to a NotebookLM that you can ask questions to via the site that I put together on school. Okay, so let's do that now. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so this is my school community. I call it the Spark Tank because you should never have to swim with sharks alone. And I already have a free prompt practice in here that I think I am going to elevate to like a lead magnet, like a book. But this is the place. So when I started the idea prompt like a CEO, that was in like October or November. And then I leveraged that idea, that concept in a summit. I participated in a summit, and for my speech, my lesson, I provided a topic: AI is for CEOs, where I exposed the bold mindset that we've already talked about, and this idea that there are different ways to prompt, right? And so on page one, I actually want to give people different paths. So I'm gonna do a very rough draft here, and then I'll put it into ChatGPT to make it a little bit better, and then I'll fill out some of these pages. But this is where I'll put the links to the YouTube. This is where I'm gonna put prompts that can help them, and I'm gonna start building out the payable experience right here in school. So I like it when people tell me where to start. With this course, you will have access to, and so NotebookLM, and I'll obviously need to find better names because if you've not explored NotebookLM and you're watching the series to understand what NotebookLM is and the power that it has, then that name isn't helpful. But NotebookLM is this really powerful hub and resource. If you have any questions about what I've covered in the series, NotebookLM would be able to answer it. If you wanted to apply your business model or methodology into it, you can upload your own sources, or you can reference them, like like say, hey, my business is this. I know she talked about this. How would I apply this to my business model or my thought process? Or based on what she said in the prompt like a CEO series, what's the next step I need to take in my business? So far, I've done this. I've pitched 3 times. How can I make that faster? So the Notebook LM is going to be an extremely powerful tool, but I'll need to rename it, and I'll do that with ChatGPT. I also want to give people to all 30 YouTube videos um, and corresponding worksheets. And I do feel like there will be something else. So the worksheets will have the prompts and case studies. They'll have access to a notebook LM. I could put a GPT together theoretically, but on what topic? Tech stacking? Hmm, maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna write that down because I might want to do a GPT on tech stacking. GPT for, and I'll put that um, tech stacking. So I want to give people that purchase this course access to at least three things. They can get the Notebook LM, which, as you saw, there are PowerPoints that can be made, audio conversations that can be had, and you can then go back and forth with those audios, infographics to help you understand a specific topic, like break out Notebook LM and all the benefits and put that into and put that into an infographic. You can make a data table of every single tech tool that I've talked about and what their benefits are. There's so many things you can do with Notebook LM. Of course, all 30 videos. So that would be the subsequent pages. Oh, I have to save this. Oh, I think I can add, maybe I can add one of the images that we just made yesterday. Let's share this tab. Yeah, I remember this from yesterday. So we were working through this, but I put it into Gemini to make the change with fixing this lettering. Let's see. No, we don't want this one. Not quite that one. We didn't like the makeover one. And I tried it a few times. Watch me build AI tech stacks in public. So I love this one. And actually, I'm going to put this, but it won't be until I do the video on tech stacks. Save image as. Text. Watch me build a tech stack. Okay. Go back. So I do want this one. Fire the tech bro. Actually, this is cool. Let's put this one in there. Say, this is awful. I don't want to make people lose their job, of course. Fire the tech bro. This is awful. Okay, because that's not the marketing I like to do. But it's an idea, it's a concept, and it evokes emotional. I mean, it evoked emotion within me, so it works. Alrighty, so let me share the screen again so I can get back in school. Awesome. So that has been saved. Oh, I said I was going to be able to put. This course is designed to expose you to AI tools and the concept of tech stacking in order to help you accelerate. I'll say ideas for now. And then let's see, let's put the image. Oh, that's right. I have the prompt like a CEO one. We can put this one in here. Actually, I think this should go down. And seems like I'm gonna have to do it again. So we'll put this one at the bottom, and we'll put this one that we just saved here. I wonder if we can. In doing so, you will be equipped to use CEO. Oh, use AI like a CEO. In other words, it's time to fire the tech bro and become your own AI tech bro, expert, your own AI tech stack expert. If I hit save, okay, they did keep them. Okay, so listen, it's a start. It's not done. It's got work to do, but we are farther than we were yesterday. Alrighty, so we've saved that. Let's add a new page. Actually, I think we're going to put this into a folder. Daily. Hmm. Hmm. AI training? Training folder. Let's say 30-day training folder. I think that type of language will help people wrap their brain around. 30-day training folder. And I believe I can move this up. No, but maybe I need that for something else. But in the meantime, add page. Perfect. Now let's start pulling those links. I have several of them already saved in my notebook, and that just makes it a little faster. Alrighty, this one has the links. Nope. We're looking for a data table with all the links. Daily YouTube video, high intent, strategic YouTube. Okay, here we go. Oh, y'all couldn't see it the whole time. But here are, so I was in NotebookLM, right, in my daily YouTube. I'm over here on the right side. And early on, and I can do this again, make a list of all of my links. All right, here they go. Well, for whatever reason, I'm not sure. Let's just do another one. Alrighty. Shouldn't take very long, but I can start with what I already have. So this is one. This is day one right here. Loving that. Let us get back into school. And so if I wanted to add a YouTube, drop that. That was interesting. It told me that link wasn't available, and I don't know if I didn't copy the whole thing. So did they mess it up? This is really important to know because that first one did not populate with anything. You guys, I don't know why, but the links that I started on, I'm trying them now, and it's not showing me them there. So let's see if, let's share this tab. So I've just tried 3. I tried this link, this link, and this link. They said those don't work. So let's see if, this is interesting. I'm not really sure why Notebook isn't giving me all of my links. Let's see. And obviously I can pull these from YouTube. I was trying to pull it from a singular source that would make it easy, but apparently maybe that's a limitation within NotebookLM. Yeah. Because it's not taking me, it's just taking me to, so let me be clear with you guys. When you put your YouTube links into NotebookLM, what's going to happen is it's simply going to pull the transcript. So the link does not stay with, oh, you do have my, you do have my, oh no, this is something else. These are my analytics. Okay, those are my analytics. Here we go. Yeah, so no, this is the link right there. Copy link. This is some new things for me. That one worked. We got to the page. So I could not tell you what is going on with Notebook, and it has to be me because if the link lives, then it has to be me. Okay, so something worked. All right, we've got day 3. I need to go back and figure out what day 3 is actually about. So let's share this tab. Alrighty. It says, oop, I'm not reading that. I don't understand. Let's try it again. Please create a table listing out every single link to the YouTube video in my series. It should have all 25 links and titles of the video. I just don't understand, but I will always try it again because it could have been me. So this is what I'm working through right now, right? I'm working through loading all of this into school, for which I can then make the access to this payable. But the reason that it will be worth being paid for isn't because the links are in one place, which apparently is not as easy as I thought it would be, but it will be because, so let's share this tab. What I'm going to do is do things like this. What are 10 optimized prompts that the high intent legacy builder or founder can use to grow or scale their business based on the topics and ideas covered in day 3. If this prompt works, I'm copying it now. If it works, essentially, I'm just going to take the same prompt and reapply it for all the days. If it works. And that's half the fun, finding out did it work. Okay, let's see if this one worked. So let's copy that first URL. Make sure we don't have anything else. Copy. Let's watch this together. Sharing the tab. We're on Google or Bing. We hit paste. And so for whatever reason, those are not working. And I don't understand why. I truly do not. I don't understand why this would not work. Interesting. I'll need to do some research to find out what it is about Notebook that has a limit because I've never had that issue. So I don't understand it. But okay. Alrighty, so let's go to the prompts. Alrighty, 10 optimized prompts that our high intent legacy builder can use. Category 1, the digital menu. Okay. Oh, So this basically, number one, would teach someone how to create the Friendsgiving app that I made on day 3. It would teach them how to put the request into chat to make something cute with Canva. Nice. All right. Number 2 was I want to replace my static PDF welcome packet with an interactive web app. Hello. Write the copy and structure for a welcome experience app for insert target audience. It needs a start here button, a meet your team section, and a resource vault. The tone should be XYZ. Okay. My high ticket, this is number 3. My high ticket clients often have specific hesitations before buying. Create a schema for an interactive is this right for me tool. Instead of a boring FAQ list, I want a choose your adventure style art interface where they can click on their current struggle. These are great. Okay, number 4, I'm hosting a catalyst event for insert target audience called insert event name. Write a prompt for ChatGPT to generate the code slash design instructions for a digital companion app. It must include a live agenda, a speaker bio section, and a digital swag bag button that delivers exclusive templates and vendor discounts. So these are excellent. And the only thing is, because NotebookLM gave me a prompt, but they didn't give you all the information. So I'll still need to basically pull these and layer them with more. So, like number 4, for instance, I'm hosting an event. I want the codes. Give me the code or the instructions. This is all true, but it's really important that you tell it which tool the code is for. Because, for instance, Automate Your Hustle likes high level instructions. I want a website for sponsors and I want it to have their logos. But if I put that into base 44, while it can create it, I can give base 44 more informations. I want this to feel nostalgic, like a high school yearbook, and something like that. Have categories and themes and best place awards. Like you can do that with base 44, but you cannot do that with Automate Your Hustle. You would have to create manually that in Automate Your Hustle, whereas base 44 is fully vibe coded and you can only tell it what you want it to do and it will have to create it. Lovable is similar, but it is not as robust as base 44. And so if you are not essentially putting in your end tool into that prompt like number 4, chat's gonna, like I said, chat's gonna give you exactly what you want and exactly what you asked for. But what it does not do well is without the knowing where it's going, it's not gonna ask you. Essentially, it's not gonna ask you. It's not gonna say, okay, this is great. I love this idea. Which tool are you using? It's just gonna give you something and it's gonna be technically right. The issue will come when you go into the tool that you need to go into. So I have a little bit more work to do. Um, But these are cool, and I don't have to use every single one of them. I wanna choose 3 to 5. Like, what does this one say? Write a script for a 5-question, okay, a diagnostic quiz that I can build into an app. The goal is to help a potential lead identify exactly which of my consulting packages fits their business season. The output should feel like a personalized prescription and not a sales pitch. This is good, but again, it takes layers to be able to build something like that. Okay. So these are great starter pieces, but if you truly don't have a grasp of different AI tools, like, okay, it can make a script, absolutely. But for the output to feel personalized, again, that tool matters. Are you going to build a GPT? Are you going to build a website with a quiz to where all the answers are technically fixed? But if you do use a GPT or something that can leverage the information that has been inputted and then run it through AI and give them something custom, well, all of that's going to impact, like, does the personalized prescription need to be canned, as in the same every time somebody inputs these? I made a diagnostic quiz and it's pulling from there. The people who are in my confident creator um, funnel, like content creators who are either going from clarity to influence to acceleration, which is ad spend. And I need them to self identify where they were. But mine were canned, as in, if you voted A most of the answers, then you were in a place of needing clarity. And so here's the answer for people who need clarity. But if yours is a little different, like how much inventory do you want? What's your budget? You know, you have these questions that filter people accordingly. It may need a custom answer. So the app you use and the tools you use are going to matter. And I need to find a way to not just put the prompt in there, but to explain that, especially if somebody has not watched the series and does not understand that. And so, again, we can use NotebookLM, but we're learning that it's a starter place and probably not an end place. It's definitely still a need. Like, for instance, if I want the links to my videos, I have to click on each one of them. So I can do that because whatever they did in this data table, it's not it's not lining up with what's on YouTube. But if I were to click it over here, then I do have access. Okay, wait, go back up. All right, then I do have access to the links from here, like that. I can copy that and I can pull it from there. But I can also go into YouTube. So I was trying to get it to be faster. The idea is using AI to make it faster. Clicking the button 3, 4 times to get to this is not faster. I can go to YouTube and click the button once. So something to think about. Your tech stack matters because if you're somebody who is optimizing for efficiency, which is saving time, then even knowing that, right? Like knowing that NotebookLM can do it, but it's not as fast as I thought, means that I just need to go into YouTube and pull the links from there because I'm going to save. There's a couple of steps, a few less buttons I have to click to get everything that I need. And yeah, I'm not gonna spend, if I have to pull 30 links, I'm not gonna spend 2, 3, 4 extra clicks to get to the link when I can just go to YouTube and scroll and say, hit share link, scroll, hit share link, scroll, hit share link. So as you are discerning for yourself, I can stop sharing my screen. You've seen what I'm building. I'm taking all of this IP, I'm creating the visuals for it. I'm getting ready to put it somewhere that has a payable, but I'm also going to improve it, right? So YouTube has the free copy. We're learning together. We're thinking like CEOs who use AI. But if you want to become a CEO who uses AI, that will be available within my mini course that comes with the worksheets, that come with the prompts, which I still need to think through. So I'm still the creative director. I'm still the CEO. I'm still the ultimate decision maker here. I can't outsource the entire project to AI. Not yet. There might come a day, but it's going to be up to you. It's going to be up to you to know what the layers are, what the limits are, what the boundaries are. So you pick your AI tool, you figure out what you're going to use it for, how you're going to use it. So I just learned that I can't not use NotebookLM to pull all of my YouTube links. Okay, great. I thought I could. Now, when I'm asking myself, what am I using it for and how, it won't be to get a quick access to the links. It may be to understand the patterns, understand the opportunities, understand who it speaks to, understand the gaps. But it is not good to grab the links, no matter how I slice and dice the prompt. So now I know that's not my path. And then finally, why, right? So NotebookLM is powerful. As far as why, I still have a lot of questions. I'm still doing a lot more work. I have more videos. I have done 30 videos. I don't remember exactly which video had which pieces of information. I have a lot of reasons why NotebookLM, but I may have a reason where it's like I need images. NotebookLM does some, but not everything. So I may need Gemini. I may need a Canva. I may need a different image generator. So knowing what you want to do, how and why, as you're leveraging different AI tools because they can do a lot of things. They cannot do everything. Okay. I hope you took notes. Not on like NotebookLM, but on your process. If you're scaling a digital product, you have something, you've done a batch of content, you've done some courses, obviously you're going to need some visuals. How and which tool, right? And why that tool? Because that tool better? Like Gemini is great. The why for Gemini is like I could take this lip gloss, right? I don't even know where to find this, but I could take this lip gloss and I could say I want to start selling this lip gloss. Gemini is going to match what this looks like. I have not used another tool that does as good of a job. ChatGPT comes very close. It's like a 0.5% off difference. But Gemini is still top tier. So the why is Gemini does better in terms of giving a reference image. Canva does amazing at like if you've never seen it or you want something custom, like let's say your brand color is emerald green and you want a desk and you have a motif that's like a jaguar. And so you want a letter pad that has a jaguar on it and you want it to be your branded desk and that image, but no people because it can't take a reference image. You can type that into Canva, create a emerald desk with a jaguar embroidered letterhead on the table. Does it need to be a flat lay? Is it a straight on? So you can build very cool images in Canva, but that's more like you're building a website and you want all of the images to be unique and branded. So your why is also important. But yeah, the first step is knowing the tool you want to try, having the problem that you need to solve, and then finding out if that tool does it. And if it does, it gets added to your SOP. And if it does not, then you no longer use it. I'm no longer going to use NotebookLM to pull the links from my YouTube video. I will simply go to YouTube, scroll and hit share, scroll and hit share. So if you could do anything, because you can't do everything, but you can do anything. What would you do? How would you do it? And why? For what reason do you need the tool? All right. This has been day 26 of Learn AI with me. I hope you join me tomorrow for day 27 because we've got some more cool things as far as how to package a digital product. So then once it's packaged, it can be scaled. But first, we must package it. Join me tomorrow to see more of how we package a digital information project. Bye.